What's going on, everyone? Kind of a spontaneous video here. I'm about to warm up for a 20-minute EMOM video with a heavy mace. You can see it behind me. And I'm just gonna share with you the warm up that I'm gonna be doing. I'll lead you through it. Also just great exercises to know how to do. It's gonna be a mix of some bodyweight stretches, bodyweight exercises, and then the steel mace. I'm gonna work that in before I get going on the workout. So let's do this one together. I'm gonna begin this by just sitting down, looking to open up my lower body first. And I'm actually going to find myself in butterfly first thing, looking to open up my knees here, nice long spine, nice and stacked. And you can take a couple breaths here, and you can really even relax over your feet. One more in and out. Next, I'll inhale back up. Bring my right leg out to the side into a 90-90 stretch. And since I'm trying to just do a quick warm up here, I'm not gonna spend a ton of time in this stretch on each side, but I am gonna move my hips side to side like you can see, just changing my orientation, stretching out my hip flexors here. And then I'm gonna come back through my butterfly and then onto the other side. And same thing, just moving the hip joint around, getting a little movement through there, changing my orientation so I can open up different muscles and different parts of the joint. So one more breath in and out here, just trying to open up that joint as much as we can. Beautiful. I'll come back through butterfly, and then next I'm just gonna extend my legs out into a Y, pointing my toes up. I'm just gonna open and close my toes a little bit here, and then pretty quickly push into some ankle circles. I'm just looking to get some rotation and some feeling through the ankles. Switch direction on that for sure. And then I'll put my toes up, soft bend in my knees, but I'll still be sitting up pretty straight. So actively internally rotate, and then actively externally rotate. Just stretching and warming up my hips continuously. Beautiful, one more on each. And then I'm going to hop onto my feet now. And next exercise I'm gonna do is gonna be basically a runner's lunge. So I like coming into a wide stance, dropping one hand down to the opposite foot, dropping the knee down, whatever's comfortable for you here. Just taking a couple breaths as I open up this hip flexor. Really breathing into it. Exhaling any tension. I'll inhale back up here and then drop down to the other side. Same thing, opening up that hip, breathing through it. Nice long spine here. One more breath in and out. Beautiful. I'll come back up. And now I'm just gonna hop into my last one, which is really just gonna be a forward fold. Really relaxing my head down, just dropping. You can pedal out your legs so it's more comfortable. I'm only dropping one arm because the other arm is holding the mic. And then from this position, I'm just gonna drop into a yogi squat. I always like just being able to get that deep knee flexion before I get working out. And also a challenge here, I'm gonna bring my body posture back slightly, so active core, long spine, and then I'm going to touch, alternately, my knees to the ground. And this not only activates the inner line of my thigh, it also stretches the outer line, and I have to maintain my balance. So all in all, great exercise. One more on each side. And then I'll come back up in my forward fold. Nice stretch. And come up to standing. The next thing I'm gonna do here is upper body oriented. Bring my arms out to the side. And I'm just going to get a nice rotational stretch. So I'll flip one palm down and then lead towards the side that has the palm up, bringing that pinky up, and the opposite side's thumb will go down and back. And then I'll just come back to center and go the other way. And switch. Beautiful, we're gonna do 2 more. So 1, really reaching through the fingertips, and 2. Beautiful. Drop it down, shake it out. Shaking is a super important thing. Always do that. Really opens up the fascia and just kind of moves your chi. So next thing I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna inhale my arms up overhead, hopefully not blocking my mic, and then I'm going to exhale down into cactus. I'm just gonna do a body check here, feeling the ground with my feet, soft bend in my knees. I'm gonna slightly tuck my pelvis under, nice long spine reaching up through my crown, and my shoulder blades down and back. And from here, I'm just gonna inhale up, exhale. 3 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Drop down, shake it out once more. All right, our last exercise here, hopefully I won't bump my mic, is going to be a really unique one, and it'll actually be perfect for the workout I'm about to be doing for the hammer row movement, if you know that one. So I'm gonna come into a split stance, not super wide, but I'm gonna be dropping down. I'm gonna interlace my fingers together, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot to one side, so I'm gonna front lunge, and my hands are gonna go outside the hip of that front leg. And from here, I'm looking to, again, not be too deep in my lunge. I'm looking to stay tall, but have some length in that hip flexor. And then I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head, elbows up, so rainbowing over and then down. Hopefully the mic isn't crackling up. And just repeat this. Three more. Beautiful, come back in. Shake it out once more. All right, we have 2 exercises left I like doing in my warm-ups. The next one is just going to be a rotational exercise. So I'm going to lead with my gaze towards the opposite back corner, roughly behind me, and I'm gonna let my body follow. And I'm just gonna alternate between those, like so. Lead with your gaze, and you can tilt your thumbs up to get more of a stretch through your shoulders. And you can let that go. Nice. Okay, so last exercise we're gonna do real quick is something called decompression breathing. My friends Travis and Sarah Stewart of Move Chiropractic and Yoga, this is actually the studio I shoot in. They're fantastic people, fantastic knowledge, fantastic business. They taught me this one and it changed my life. So this is the decompression breath. And really what you're going to be doing when it boils down to it is you're looking to basically breathe not into your belly and then pop forward. Looking to breathe deeply and through your back ribs and up. So you're looking to expand out and back and fill up. And you're gonna take this nice inhale and then you're gonna hold steadily at the top. And then as you exhale, you're gonna activate your core. So you're cinching in and holding all of that extra expansion that you gained. There's some other tips with this, like having a strong internal anchor. And you can also measure kind of between your pelvis and your ribs, or you can just feel your back ribs, which personally is what I like doing because that's where I need it the most, is opening up my lower back. So in any case, I'm gonna do 4 decompression breaths here. Do them with me. So I start by exhaling, getting in position, and then inhale. Exhale. Nice active core. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. From there, shake it out once more. Get your body comfortable. Now that we've gone through and we've stretched a good bit, I'm going to do one core activating exercise, and then I'm gonna pick up the mace, and I'm just gonna kind of get my grip strength and my shoulders and everything firing. So this exercise, I also learned from Sarah from Move, is spectacular. 8-point plank, maybe you've heard of this one before. Hopefully my mic won't be jarred as I get in position here. But basically you have 8 points of contact on the ground. And what you're looking to do, you can essentially come into I think there's a Sphinx pose, I think, in yoga. Should know this better. From here, and I'm gonna kind of like push my elbows just slightly in front of me so they're not perfectly stacked. And what I'm going to be doing as I have my toes down is I'm going to keep my spine long, and I'm going to actively engage my core and bring my hips off the ground, if you can see. And I'm looking to just hold this stability, breathing in and out comfortably, and looking to maintain my alignment. You probably can see me shaking on camera because it's difficult, but it really activates a lot of the deep musculature of the core. And also, when you have your elbows a little bit further forward and you push through them so that you're pushing away from the ground, you activate your serratus anterior, your pec, and some of the other muscles in your shoulder girdle. So it really is a great preparation exercise. And finally, you can also tilt your head side to side, getting nice length through the cervical spine. And then I'll ease it back down. And I'm just gonna do one more of those. So same thing, we're gonna take a nice stretch here, looking up, and then activate my anterior line, really reaching up and back with my head, my crown, pushing through the ground, my elbows, and active core. One more breath in and out. And relax. Beautiful. All right, so that should have us pretty well prepped for what we're gonna be doing here. Next, I'm just gonna pick up my mace, and I'm really just gonna be starting. This is my favorite way to actually start using a mace, is to feel it out. So that means I'm just gonna be picking it up, swinging it side to side. What I'm really looking to do here is get my rotation down, so my body is able to turn and look. I'm turning my proprioception, my coordination, and I'm also activating my grip strength. And then of course, I'm activating a bunch of the muscles in the shoulder girdle. So I like starting with this, passing it side to side is a great way to do it. And you can start here. If you wanna get fancy, you can even do it behind your back. And honestly, while this might confer some benefit of opening the shoulders, I just think it's fun. So you can do that for a few reps. And then next, I honestly like diving into it. Personally now, if you're new to the 360, definitely do some like shield casts and pullovers first. Since I'm pretty comfortable with the 360, even with a heavy mace, I'm really pretty comfortable with just dropping it over one shoulder. So I'm gonna go for that. Doing some 10 to 2s. And one of my other favorite exercises, I'll show this one next, is a 360 into a drop swing. And this is just helpful for my coordination and also just my body movement. So I'm gonna swing, stop it, drop through, and then swing. 1, 2, swing. 1, 2, swing. All right, so that's a good one. And then I also like to do a mill, so an outside swing. And my favorite way of actually doing this, instead of what I'm doing right now, is actually to just throw it into a combination. So kind of a funny one to practice. I'll make a full video about it at some point. But basically it's gonna turn into a one-arm 360, a drop swing, and then an outside swing. And I come across my body and repeat the same movement. One more. Beautiful. So for me, my shoulders feel pretty warmed up at that point, especially like through my grip strength and my arms. It's all feeling pretty good. So I'm just gonna do one more exercise with the mace to really get me ready to teach this workout, feeling comfortable. And that's gonna be a really simple one. Basically from warrior stance, you go one hand top of the mace, bring it down. I'll hip hinge forward like so, drop one arm down, row up. I have to adjust my mic, stand up. And then same side leg as the heavy part of the mace steps back, and then shield. And I'll just repeat that. Two more. Alrighty, so that's what I like doing. Good little warm up, just kind of gets everything firing. Now, I don't feel like I'm gonna injure myself. And that is the goal at the end of the day, isn't it? So in any case, hope you enjoyed this little warm up, little stretching preparation thing. Hope you actually stick around, or whenever the workout video comes out, hope you check that one out, because that'll be really good. Maybe I'll post this one after and put like a picture up there. We'll see. In any case, thanks for watching as always. Much love to all of you. And I will see you around. So have a good one and peace.